Mr. Speaker, just so happens that the Supreme Court ruled on yet another unconstitutional action of the White House today. I hadn't actually anticipated that decision happening today. I came down to talk about the President's new environmental initiative. He wants to reduce carbon emissions, CO2 emissions, carbon dioxide emissions by 30%. He announced this policy from the White House, and the media covered it expansively. Here's Bloomberg, Mr. Speaker. President Obama's views addressing the problem of climate change as a key part of his legacy. Reuters, climate change is becoming a major legacy issue for Obama. USA Today, Obama clearly hopes to make this an important part of his legacy. These are all articles from the last 30 days, Mr. Speaker. Chicago Tribune, the President's hometown newspaper. Experts note this rule will spur the growth of cap-and-trade marketplaces in the states. In that sense, it may be remembered as a rare moment when Obama worked around the opposition in Congress to implement one of his top goals. Politico, if finalized next year and put into place, it'd be one of Obama's largest legacy achievements. The New York Times, it would be the strongest action ever taken by an American president to tackle climate change and become one of the defining elements of Mr. Obama's legacy. Now, Mr. Speaker, you may be asking, Congressman Woodall, for Pete's sakes, you're talking about this being a major legacy issue from Reuters, an important part of the legacy from USA Today, remembered as a rare moment of success by the Chicago Tribune, Politico, largest legacy achievement in Obama's administration. You may be asking, Mr. Speaker, so where's the legislation on Capitol Hill? Largest legacy achievement in the Obama administration. This is the administration that brought you Obamacare. This is the administration that brought you a complete re-regulation of the financial services industry. This administration that brought you all of these sweeping changes. The media says this next proposed change may be the largest yet. And there's not a single piece of legislation moving across this body to implement it, because the President says, even though this is the biggest initiative of his career, even though this is the biggest change ever proposed, he does not need the approval of Congress to do it. He's going to do it on his own. Mr. Speaker, that's frightening. It's frightening. And the only way that he's allowed to do these things is if we can't work together in Congress to stop him. It seems to have become the pattern in my adult lifetime that Republican Congresses protect Republican presidents and Democratic Congresses protect Democratic presidents, instead of Article I protecting the powers of the people, while Article II tries to implement those authorities. Again, the President's not confused about what's happening here, Mr. Speaker. This is his director of the White House Office of Science and Technology. Just last month, he says clearly the President regards this 30% reduction in carbon emissions, as part of his legacy to really turn the country around on climate change, and he aims to get that done. I want you to think about this again, Mr. Speaker. Biggest initiative of the President's administration. His director of the Office of Science and Technology says the President aims to get this done. It's been covered by every media outlet in America, and there is not one piece of legislation on this floor to implement that, because the President believes that the right way to do it is without winning the hearts and minds of the people, without winning the hearts and minds of Congress, but just doing it and letting the chips fall where they may. He's tried that over and over and over again. It's a pattern in this administration, a pattern that the Supreme Court unanimously finds unconstitutional.